Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So today I've got a haul video and I would like to call this a mini haul because I've got only 5 fragrances, but each of these fragrances are very special to me and I've been waiting for a very long time to get my hands on them, primarily because some of them were not so easily available and secondly they are very expensive, so I had to save up and wait for the right time. So without further ado, let's get started. The first fragrance that I would like to show is a very affordable and a very pocket friendly price fragrance. This is called Valentina. Because of the light you may not be able to see the packaging, but this is the box and this is the bottle. It's a beautiful bottle, if you can see, and as I said, this is a very affordable fragrance, and there's a little story behind it. I had actually got the Valentina Poudre, which I have heard many other reviewers talk very highly about it, and it was a blind buy. So I like powdery fragrances, so I naturally thought I will like it, but somehow the fragrance was a bit too rich for my taste, a bit too intense, kind of too strong for my nose. So I decided to kind of exchange it and buy this one because I like oud, and I wanted to see how an affordable oud fragrance is going to be like, and I was pleasantly surprised. This is a very beautiful gorgeous kind of a fragrance without the natural intensity of raw oud. So it's a bit of a synthetic, it has a bit of a synthetic appeal, which is quite natural because this is a very affordable fragrance, but the fragrance is absolutely gorgeous. It's quite long lasting, the projection is very strong, and another thing that really caught me by surprise is when I checked the notes in detail, is that this is also a leather fragrance. There is a very prominent leather note in it, which surprised me because normally I stay away from leather. As you all know by now, I am not very sure that I like leather as a note. So mostly leather fragrances are quite expensive, so I never blind buy them, but this one has rose, oud and leather in the middle, which has kind of given a very beautiful shape to the fragrance juice. So that's Valentina Oud Absolute, and I can't recommend this enough. Gorgeous fragrance. The next fragrance that I'm going to talk about is an out and out fall winter kind of fragrance, but all through last year, fall and until December, I could not get it, and it's only around the month of March that I could finally get my hands on it. So here is Maison Margiela's Replica series by the Fireplace, and I think many of you already have this fragrance, so you already know how gorgeous it is. And here's the bottle. I don't know how to show this a little bit of light. It's gorgeous. It's absolute gorgeous. What is amazing is that it's a very cozy, warm, intense kind of a fragrance, but the intensity is so pleasant. Intensity makes you fall in love with it, not kind of stay away from it. You don't feel like you're going to choke anyone or yourself if you spray a little too much of this. But definitely hot and humid conditions will not do justice to this fragrance. This is more for that cooler September days, end of September to October and November, when it starts getting colder and weather becomes far more pleasant. So when you say by the fireplace, you almost immediately refer to the firewood in it. So this has vanilla and this has gaiac wood. To me, the two prominent notes that I can actually sniff right at the bottle. Yes, and it's a very amazing combination because the woodiness, the woody notes, and from the gaiac wood, and the soft creamy sweetness from the vanilla, it combines beautifully, and that kind of course the other notes that are there plays a very important role in giving the total all-round appeal to the fragrance, but two notes that I get over here very clearly is the woodiness from the kayak wood and the sweet soft creaminess from the vanilla. So you have to understand that I have spent very little time with these fragrances, and I have not used by the fireplace except for once or twice inside the house. So I will not be able to give you a very comprehensive idea about the longevity and the projection of the fragrance, and for that you will have to wait for some time. So but on the whole, if I talk of first impressions, this is definitely a rock star. The next fragrance that I have here with me also has a story. I first bought another fragrance from this house thinking that I will like that better, trusting my instincts about my choicest notes, but it turned out to be not an unpleasant surprise, but it turned out to be more suited to a man than a woman. It was not the best unisex fragrance in my opinion, so I got it exchanged. I kind of sold it off, and I bought the other one, which is obviously the most popular, the most everyone has it. So this is Marc-Antoine's Ganymede. So I was supposed to get Ganymede almost like say 3-4 months back, but instead I got B683, which is an amazing fragrance, but I would not like to smell like that. It's more for a man. It's more suited for a man, and I would love if a man smells like that instead of me smelling like a man. So I actually smelled like a man for 2 days. It was high on projection, high on longevity, just 2 sprays and I was like smelling the same perfume for 2 days through. So this is Ganymede. Now I know all of you already know about Ganymede, but still if I can say that just to give you a better idea of the fragrance, Ganymede is the largest moon or satellite of Jupiter, and Ganymede is owing to the huge surface, it can say half of it is like covered in ice or water and half of it is covered with metallic or like volcanic lava or something like that, I think. And when you think of that combination and when you sniff this perfume, you kind of get the real the direct inspiration it has got from that. So okay, this one also has Italian mandarin and violet leaf, and I can explain the perfume. Right at the top there is this sweet juiciness which immediately goes down into this drier and like a sharp cologne type of a feel. It's not sharp enough to burn your nose or anything like that, but it's a very pleasant sharpness, and I assume that it is the mineral notes playing their part. I have to say I have not sniffed mineral notes ever, so it's pretty new to me. But whatever I have sprayed this, in fact today morning as well, this is my scent of the morning, you can say. I'm very happy with the projection. The projection is very mild, and being a summer perfume, this is majorly a summer perfume in my opinion, and that is a very, very important part, that the projection is not very strong and it doesn't choke people around you or you yourself. This is again in my opinion perfect for the office scenario if you're planning to wear it to the workplace, and even if it is, if you stick to 2 or 3 sprays, even if it is a not a very fragrance friendly office arena, you will not be noticed, or you will feel good about the perfume and you will not choke or inform people around you that you're wearing a very strong fragrance. That is a very important part. Now longevity is again something that I will have to work on it and kind of test it out for a few days and get back to you, but so far the perfume is amazing. So I've come to the last 2 perfumes, 2 very, very special ones, and this is the second last one is Martin Micheleff's, and this is called Parfum. I don't know if you're able to see this beautiful ring of crystals over here. Now, Mall Parfum again was not on my wish list, to be very honest, but I bought it somehow because I like the notes and I like most Micallef fragrances, whatever I have sampled out, and this was not one of them. So this is again a blind buy and I couldn't be happier. This is such a gorgeous fragrance, I can't tell you, and it's an amazing one because I'll tell you the notes and everything because it's a amazing power play of the notes. Here at the top you get a little bit of the freshness, a bit of freshness, and then you majorly feel the power play of caramel and patchouli. It also has musk, it has passion fruit and vanilla as well. So yes, a little bit of this vanilla sweetness is definitely there, but it's majorly caramel, musk and patchouli to me, to my nose. And honestly, it's not so much about the notes as much as about the perfume. It's such a gorgeous all-round perfume. You feel you can wear it in the morning. I feel I can wear it in the morning. I feel I can wear it in the evening, at all times. This is more like a signature scent, and it's a kind of a powderiness, but it's not the dry powder, dry baby powder kind of thing. It's a gorgeous floral powder, like little bit of creaminess, lot of muskiness to the powder, and it's not like, you can't categorize this into like a powdery thing in a dry way. It's not a dry powder, it's not a baby powder, it's not a cosmetic powder. This is like a powder of its own kind, and it's again as I said, it's not like a dry powder thing. Oh, this is gorgeous. So Mall Parfum is my fourth purchase in this haul, and coming to the last but not the least, in fact this is the most expensive of this lot and most special, because I think I've been saving up for over a year now to buy this, so among other things. But there's another reason that I had to wait for it, that being getting it from Chanel in Delhi was an issue, because either I had to go or I had to send someone or one of my friends visiting Delhi and had to buy it for me, or I had to buy it from somebody else. Now none of the retailers had Chanel with them at the time, so I wanted the coromandel, Chanel coromandel EDP. So I don't think I even mentioned that this is Chanel coromandel. Anyway, so this is the box, and if you're following me on Instagram, you already know that I've posted about it. So this is the 75 ml fragrance, and with this I have a very important notification for all of you, that Chanel has the Chanel boutique at the Promenade Mall, I think, yes, and there they have started all India, pan-India delivery. There is online payment options as well. So I will leave all the contact, or not all, I have one contact detail, so I will leave the contact details in the description box. You can talk to him and figure out if you want to get it delivered to your address. Now coming back to the perfume. So Chanel Coromandel is a part of the Le Exclusive collection from Chanel, and this is if you check Fragrantica, this is listed as a fragrance for women, but to me, in my opinion, there cannot be a more suitable unisex fragrance than this one. This is best suited for both men and women. This to me is this woody amber kind of a fragrance that is a little balsamic and to my nose, and it's everything good. The woodiness, the creaminess, the musk and the vanilla, it's gorgeous. This is again typical Chanel style. It's a round the year fragrance. It's a signature quality fragrance, and I couldn't be happier with my purchase. Of course it was a little expensive, but then every collection has to have a few that are like extraordinary, that are a little different from the others. It stands out in a crowd. So with that, I come to the end of my whole video. I hope you liked it as much as I loved bringing it to you. So I'll see you very soon in my next video. Till then, lots of love.